Have you ever met someone and the way they first approach you, and there seems to be an attraction, but they hate bomb you instead of love bombing you? They dominate you. They kind of make you feel small and worthless. They're superior to you. And they lead that way, and it tends to be a very, oh my God, here's this person, very short thing, and you're boom, and you're left wondering what the fuck goes on. I think it tends to happen a lot in the sort of dating world that you would find these kind of malignant characters who sort of lure you in with charm and sex and physical attraction, and then are just real cunts, basically. I thought I wanted to explore that a little bit because it's something that has kind of appeared on TV recently in Married at First Sight. I'm going to talk about Ryan and Jackie again because it's kind of disturbed me at the moment watching this girl get torn to pieces because of her instability in her psychic structure in regards to attachment. But she's clearly a highly sensitive person, just lots and lots of empathy with her. She is a bit peninsular in her attachments, but that relates back probably to some sort of childhood trauma or inability to conceive herself in a stable way unless she has that good object in her life. So when somebody like Ryan arrives in who heavily identifies with grandiosity and grandeur and is totally and utterly unaware of the external world, is only really interested in his own internal feelings and thoughts, and everybody has to be congruent with them, all external objects. So, whenever Ryan dropped Jackie like a dick in the wedding, he couldn't accept his flaw. He went into a rage. He went into a narcissistic rage. But narcissistic rage isn't what you think it is. It isn't always a big, violent rage. It can be a very tactile, executed plan of revenge or a very tactile, executed plan of avoiding any responsibility. And he was overtly aggressive with the producers, and he went on about it for weeks. This, please take it off. This is, and I could never let it go. And because Jackie was trying to make light of it, was trying to engage in some sort of level of, come on, integrate it, have a laugh about it, and get on with it. It's as simple as that. It really is. But whenever they moved into that apartment, and he was fully aware that Jackie had sort of tried to laugh it off slightly, but at the same time was hurt and he hadn't paid any attention to her, and it had been pointed out to him that he hadn't done that. He took that out on her, so he started hate bombing her. Whenever I said earlier on that he came in and his attitude had changed and it became slightly antisocial, he hate bombed her. It was about dominance. It was about superiority. It was about making her feel small. It was about putting her in her place. It was about saying to her, hey, my voice is the one that matters in here, yours doesn't. And that's way worse than love bombing, I can assure you. That's a very malignant characteristic in somebody. These are the type of people that you would meet on the dating scene, as I said, and it would be a very short, sharp, shocking relationship that leaves you sort of aghast at the way they've behaved and their lack of care. What we saw was somebody who arrived into this experiment totally unaware of their behaviour, will always be the victim, continuously playing on repeating cycle. Um, you're the abuser. You're the one that's constantly wrong. Look at you and the way you're doing this. Constantly making the outside pathological narcissistic space that was this program that he existed in and Jackie existed in with all these other external objects, these people who were in couples. And he manipulated the way Jackie was responding to things by playing that very aloof, grandiose, sure it can't be me, she's mad, crazy eyes, all those things, that was lent into and taken from very, very early on. When that guy said that comment about all the girls and, blah, blah, he was quite right about a lot of them. Let's be honest, actually. Was quite, it was quite shocking just how much that autistic man managed to pick out people very, very well. But whenever he said the crazy eyes thing, and then that was lent into, Jackie tried to make light of it by taking it on board and tried not to make a big thing about it, but it became a thing because Ryan decided that in that group with men that he was going to start bringing that up and using that. That was the start of Ryan starting the she's mad, and I'm saying. But then again, we saw at that meeting just how much his grandeur took over. He couldn't help himself. He pushed the envelope, talking about how she gave good head. You know, it's a walking contradiction of terms. And when you see the patterns, and trust me, when you watch it, it's mind blowing. When you see the patterns, they can't be unseen. They can't be unseen. It's a yeah, bombing. It's a fucker of a thing.